So after 4 years of owning the old Kawasaki, I have decided that it's time to let her go and get something a bit newer, just something a bit more reliable. Because I'm on the road, it's difficult when something goes wrong um, to be able to sort it out on the campsite or somewhere like that. She has served me well, but obviously living the lifestyle I live, with her being stood outside so much, you can see that she's suffered some rust issues. I mean, there's nothing seriously bad. Given that she is 20 years old, you can't really expect new. But these are all things that if I had a base or a workshop, that I could easily sort out, strip her down to the frame, sand her down, give her a new coat of paint, etc. There's a lot of wear and tear on her, as you would expect from a 20-year-old bike, but to be fair to her, I don't think she's in bad nick given her age. But yeah, I am going to be investing in something a bit newer, and I am going to also invest in a portable garage where I will be parking the newer or new to me bike in, so that the new bike is not exposed to the elements as this one has been. I am going to be sorry to see her go because she has been a good bike to me. She's quite lightish. She's about 190 kgs, I think. So she's a nice tow bike. But yeah, it's just come to that point where I just need something a bit newer, a bit more reliable, that I know I don't have to constantly worry about or have to try and maintain on a campsite or whilst I'm traveling. So yeah, goodbye to the Kawasaki. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. If you're new here, I'm Elton, a 50-something-year-old undertaking a long-term photography project in my 1996 Heimer. So you can expect to see travel photography and video from historical sites that I visit, landscape and nature photography, wildlife and animal photography from around my travels, and also video tutorials, camera gear reviews, and hints and tips of van life and long-term travel. So please do join me and hit that subscribe button.
Like a honeybee, I want the world to sing my melody. I wanna be me, be so happy. I wanna travel the 7 seas, London, Paris, Istanbul, go wherever I want to. England, Turkey, Spain or France. I wanna do an Egyptian dance. I wanna smile across my face every minute, every day. Come with me, oh come be free and be like a honeybee. Whoa, honeybee. Whoa, come with me. Whoa, honeybee. Whoa, whoa, honeybee. Whoa, come with me. Whoa, honeybee. Whoa, I wanna sing songs and skip on work.
From old to new. Well, new to me. It's a Benelli TRK 700. Just driven her 30 miles from the dealership where I got her from. Very nice ride. Just taking a bit of getting used to. Much wider tank, as you can see. So yeah, I just have to learn where to put my feet when I put my leg down. Nearly dropped it, my first attempt at stopping, but managed to get it back successfully. She is a 24 model, and she has, I think it's about 1,071 miles on the tank, on the engine. She is still under manufacturer warranty until December 26. So yeah, something a little bit more reliable, hopefully. and now need to check if she's gonna fit on the trailer I have. I'm hoping she will, because you can see the width of her compared to what I've currently been towing around, especially around the engine, the tank. The tank is much thinner. So I'm hoping, and I'm going to have to test soon, whether she will get on the trailer. I'm really hoping she does. So this is my temporary, well, maybe not temporary, but we'll see how we go. Essentially a portable garage, as you can see. The reason I say possibly temporary is because I've got to see how cumbersome this is going to be in the long term. Especially so over the next couple of months, actually, because I've stepped up my game a little bit with the Iris photography pop-ups. Where previously I was doing one a week, I'm now doing two a weekend, so on a Saturday and a Sunday, just because I'm looking to save up as much as I can to try and buy a house. So what that means is that I'm typically moving every 3 or 4 days from site to site. So I'm going to have to be erecting and dismantling this thing every 3 to 4 days. Now, I will show a video, I'll record a video when I pack this up, just to show you. But essentially, it just concertinas down on itself. So I'll show you, I'll open it up. So it just kind of wraps over itself, like so. It's pegged in at the moment. I've just pegged it in with some pegs into the ground on either leg there. So I can actually take the whole thing with the cover on it and put it into the van. But I've got to basically take my dining table out the way in the van so that I can slide this into the habitat area. But it does fit. And at the moment, it seems like it could be a viable option, especially so when I return back to my, staying on a campsite for at least a week or a couple of weeks at a time. With this new bike, actually, I am looking to kind of do that. Find a site that's nice and central between maybe 4 or 5 different cities or places where I'd like to have a pop-up, and then use the bike to get to those venues, because I'm quite happy riding this bike for several, 50, 60 miles even on the day. Whereas with the previous bike, I wasn't that confident to do that. So that is the solution for now. What I need to see, obviously, is how it copes with wind, high-speed winds. I'm thinking of getting some kind of storm straps and things like that, also just to put over it when there is some severe winds forecast. But hopefully, now that we're coming into spring, summer, we won't have too many heavy windy days. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. The alternative then, if this doesn't work out long term, is would be to buy a box trailer. Now, the problem with a box trailer, although it's ideal actually as a solution, because I can actually store some other bits and bobs in there, the problem with that is, and I'm trying to avoid, is that it would then make the motorhome and the tow bar, my overall length, 10 meters. 10 meters is not too bad. But I have been some roads and some routes where even just at 7.5 meters with the short trailer on the back, I have struggled. And also ferries and things like that, if I'm pop across with the bike and the box trailer, a 10-meter train, essentially, it costs a lot more than a 7.5 meter one. So I'm trying to avoid, if I can, having to buy a box trailer. The other thing with the box trailer is you can't get decent ones secondhand. Not that are fairly short. The one I've seen that's just shy of 4 meters long is coming in brand new at like £2,500. So, for that reason too, I want to try and avoid buying a box trailer at this point. The pros of a box trailer is I can put other things in there also, except besides the bike. But yeah, there are the cons. The main one being the overall length of the van, and also the ramp to get the bike into a box trailer is much steeper than the ramp that I used. I can literally push the bike onto my existing trailer, whereas in the box trailer, I'd have to ride it in, which being a tall bike and me being 6 foot could be a bit challenging. But no, we'll see how we get on with this temporary solution for now. So to get the cover into the van itself, there are 2 upright poles inside the cover that I need to remove and then reinstall every time I put it back up. Once installed, you can see it then kind of sits on itself as it is now. And now I'm just using some tent pegs, heavy duty rock pegs as they're called, just to kind of secure as best as I can the cover to the ground. If you were using one of these at home, you would actually drill into your concrete surface or something like that, and they provide you with the bolts and the expanding bolts and things like that to secure it more securely, I suppose, to the ground. But when you're on campsite and on ground, you've got to make do with tent pegs. And because it's quite windy of late, I've come up with this idea, just to tie a rope on these screw-in pegs and then use the rope to kind of secure the cover to the ground. If you want more information on this, let me know in the comments and I'll post a separate video, more detail of this cover if anyone's interested. Until next time, be happy, be safe, be kind.